And you should talk little louder as well. Good morning, children.
Happy morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. So, let us do a quick recapitulation of what we understood in yesterday's class. Shall we?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, we have started this new chapter, which is Newton's laws of motion. So, what all we have understood yesterday? Yesterday we have understood regarding inertia, correct? Can anyone define me
sir.
what is inertia?
Can I?
Yes, Asuni. Please go ahead. What is inertia, Nana?
Tendency of an object to remain in its state of rest or state of
Yes.
motion is called as inertia.
Yes. Inertia is simply like something like laziness, Nana. So, due to inertia, we don't want to change either the direction or motion or motion and rest. For
Yes.
example, if you are in a state of rest, you want to remain in the rest. If you are in a state of motion, you want to remain in motion. But if you want to go in a straight line motion and suddenly if some force is applied on you, then only you will change your direction. If no force is acting on you, you will not change your direction matter. Clear? This is what we have understood about inertia yesterday. So there we have three types of inertias. One is inertia of rest. Second one is inertia of motion. And last but not least, which is inertia of direction. Clear, Nana? And we have saw few examples also on inertia. For example, in a bus, that bus example, anybody recall regarding that bus example? Anyone recall, Nana? That whenever the bus is taking left turn, on which side you are leaning, Chin?
Right
side.
You are leaning towards right side. Why is that so? Because you want to maintain your straight line motion. You don't want to turn into right side direction. Understood, Nana? So that is why, as if you are sitting on a straight line motion, but still it seems like you are bending towards the other side. Clear, children? So this is what we have understood in yesterday's class. Today, we'll try to understand one more important topic, that is force. Shall we? So from childhood onwards, we have tried to understand this force in many ways. The basic definition of force is, what is the basic definition of force?
Yes, sir.
Push or pull is known as
Correct,
force.
Vaishnavi. It is push or pull on a body. It's a basic and simple definition that we have already studied in our class 6, class 7, class 8. But what is that extra knowledge that we are going to get in class 9? So here we not only study about force, we will also try to understand about something called net force. Okay, Nana? Now let me share my screen once again and we'll try to see one important simulation where you'll try to understand how this force is affecting us. Okay? Let me share the screen, Nana. Shalom. Do you see there are people here? There are 4 people who are having different masses, Nana. We are blue in color and here we have 4 other people who are in red in color. Okay? Now let us take one person. Let us check how much force he is about to apply on this wheel. Okay? How much force he is applying, beta? He is applying. How much force is he applying, Nana? He is applying 50 Newton of force. Okay, similarly, we have another person who is also applying 50 Newton of force. Now, if I make them to apply that force, if I start the simulation, let us try to understand what is happening here. And don't worry sir, what is this 50 Newton and all, we will try to understand in today's class. Just try to understand this, then we'll go to derivations and slowly you will understand what is this Newton actually, all the units and everything will understand. Now I am telling it to go, they are trying to push on each other side, but this wheel or trolley is not going in any direction. Can anyone tell me why?
Sir, can I?
Yes Nana, yes Vaishnavi.
Sir, because they are applying the same force, that why so the cart is not moving.
Yes.
They are applying the
This
balance.
person also pulling the cart or the troll in this direction, and this person is also pulling in this opposite direction. Here we are talking about the force applied as well as the direction also. Correct? Now what I'll do? Let me tell one more person to go and stand here. Now what is happening? What is happening? We'll try to simulate. Okay? Chalo. What is happening, beta? Have you understood what happened here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See why the trolley is going along this direction instead of going along this direction? What might be the reason?
Sir,
Sir,
can I?
because on the right side the two members are pushing, so there is more net force.
Yes, there is some new word which we have to invent. It's simply talking about force doesn't make any sense. Here the forces has to be added. Okay Nana? Simply by looking at force we can't understand anything. Here the forces has to be added and finally you will be getting some net force. Based on the net force, the direction of trolley is dependent. Okay? Now again, let me try to explain you a few more. 1 second. Let me try to analyze this situation and try to understand why and what is happening here. Okay? Shall. One second, children. Now we'll go back and we'll see what is the actual definition of force. The actual definition of force is pull and push on a body, but the formula for force is mass into acceleration. This is what we have already studied in our lower classes. Force is equals to mass into acceleration, and then here is a block. This is a block, and initially 50 Newton and 50 Newton is applied on both the directions. And remember Nana, force is not a scalar quantity, force is a vector quantity. Can anyone define me what is a vector quantity, Nana?
And it has both direction and magnitude.
Yes, here whatever numericals you see, these numericals are what we mean by magnitude beta. And the direction you can clearly observe. This force is acting along the right side and this force is acting along the left side. So here what is happening, Nana? These forces also have directions. Based on the directions, this object will be pulled along right side or left side. Now when both the forces are acting, if I have to add the two forces, that is, let us call this force with the name F1 and let us call the force with the name F2, Nana. F1 plus F2. Sir, there is a confusion. What is that confusion, sir? How to add the directions? Adding magnitude is simple. 50 and 50. It is simple, Nana. Then what about the directions? Have you ever saw this coordinate axis or number line? What happens on the number line? We have an origin in between. Correct, Nana? We have an origin in between. To the right side, we have positive values. And to the left side, you have the negative values. So here also we'll try to understand the same sign convention. To the right side, we'll assume them as positive. So this F1, which is considered as positive. and the left side will assume it as negative, so F2 will assume them as negative. So the net force, if you calculate plus 50 minus 50, what is the answer? The answer is 0. Correct? That is the reason initially when both the persons are pulling on each other with the same forces, the body is not moving at all. Clear? And in the second case, what happened, Nana? In the second case, instead of 50 Newton, on right side, there is one more person who have added his force, which is 50 Newton plus 50 Newton. On the left side, the red person, how many red persons are there? Only one person, and he can only apply 50 Newton. Now can you guys tell me what is the net force acting here? How much would be the net force acting in this?
50 newtons, sir.
So here the net force acting is 50 Newton. So what is this net force, sir? It is simply the sum of all forces. Now adding all the forces is a task where you need to include sign convention as well. So here the net force is how much, Anna? Towards left, two forces are there, one force is there which is of negative. Towards left, which we have one force which is minus 15, and towards right we have two forces, that is plus 50 Newton and plus 50 Newton. Altogether if you sum them up, you will be getting only 50 Newton force. In which direction? 50 Newton force in which direction, Anna? In which direction the trolley has moved earlier? Do you remember? The trolley
Right
has
direction,
moved
sir.
along right direction. Correct? So wherever the net force is acting, in that direction only the trolley will move. So we have understood about how the force is changing the body from rest to motion. That is one important thing that we have understood today. And one more important, sir, this formula F is equals to m into a. Okay, sir. Due to force, the acceleration is changing. Whenever the body is at rest, if you apply the force, the body is moving. Correct, Nana? So we found the relation between force and acceleration. Clear, na? Then why should we involve mass? What is the reference to the mass? How this force is affecting mass? That also we need to understand. Yes or no? So now we'll try to see how this force is helping us to understand like what is a mass, what is the importance of mass. Okay, Nana, in this formula F is equals to ma. We'll see that as well. Chalo. So now what is the mass of this block, beta? How much is the mass of this block? Anyone?
50. Yes.
It is 50, correct? Let us say to this person to pull it with force of 1 Newton. Okay? Is that body moving? He is trying to apply 1 Newton of force. Is this mass moving? Slowly it is starting to move. Correct? Correct? Do you guys
Yes, sir.
observe this block is moving? Now if I increase this force to some more extent, like 51 Newton, what is happening to the speed? See, Nana, what is happening? The speed of this block is increasing. Correct? Now, what is the speed he is maintaining? With the 50 Newton of force applied on this block, he is maintaining the speed 10.1 meters per second. Now let us wait for 2 more seconds. We'll try to observe what is happening to the speed. Slowly the speed is increasing. Correct? So whenever the force is present, there is an acceleration, and whenever acceleration is present, the speed will increase slowly and uniformly. If rapid force is applied on it, rapidly the speed will increase. So the acceleration will be non-uniform. Slowly the constant force is applied, then the acceleration will be uniform and the speed will increase slowly. Have you understood the relation between the force and acceleration first? Yes,
Yeah.
no? Any answers?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Nana. Now we'll try to apply more mass on it. Now what is the total mass? What is the total mass, Nana? It is 250 kg. Now is mass, is it a scalar or vector?
Scalar quantity.
Mass is a scalar quantity. No need to talk about the direction as well. Now again we'll try to apply the same 1 Newton force. Now we'll try to understand whether this block started moving at least. Previously when I applied 1 Newton force, this block started moving slowly. Now I am applying 1 Newton force. See how slowly this block is about to start moving. It is 0.1 meters per second and slowly it is increasing. Now let us make it 50 Newton. See what is happening. The speed is increasing. Do you observe, Nana? The speed is increasing. But how the rate of change of speed when only 50 kg is present? Now when 250 kg is present, the rate of change of speed is more. Do you observe?
Yes, sir.
I repeat. So what we have, Nana, initially we have only 50 kg. 50 kg mass, correct? Initially we have only 50 kg mass. We have applied 50 Newton of force. See how speed, what is the rate of change of speed, Nana? It is 5, 6, 7. For every 1 minute, for every 1 second, 1 meter per second is increasing, correct? But if I place 200 kg on it, now see what is happening. If I place 200 kg on it and I am applying 50 Newton, for every 1 second it is not increased 1 meters per second. The speed is increasing slowly, gradually compared to 50 kg. Correct? Now we'll try to understand this concept now. Let me explain this with the help of the writing pad. 1 second, sir. Chalo. So initially we have mass. How much is the mass initially we have, Nana? 50 kg. 50 kg is the mass I have. How much force that person is applying, Nana? 50 Newton. On a 50 kg mass, if a person is applying 50 Newton, did you observe the speed at time t is equal to 0? How much is the speed, Nana? The speed is 0. At time t is equal to 1 second, do you observe what is the speed? It is 1 meter per second. At time t is equal to 2 seconds, it is again 2 meters per second. As the time is increasing second by second, the speed is also increasing by 1 unit. From 1 meters per second to 2 meters per second, and from 2 meters per second to 3 meters per second, and so on. Correct? But when I apply 200 kg on it, if I add 200 more mass on it with 50, what has happened? The same 50 Newton is applied there. Here, let us again take speed and time. At time t is equal to 0, the speed is 0. At time t is equal to 1 second, the speed has only increased by 0.2 meters per second. And at time t is equal to 2 seconds, what happened, Anna? The speed has only increased by 0.4 meters per second. So as the time is increasing, the speed is increasing by only 0.2 units. So in these two cases, above and below, what is happening to the change in speed, Nana? Here the change in speed is rapid, but here the change in speed is little slow. Do you guys agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So as the mass is increasing, what is happening to the speed? The speed is decreasing. Why is it so? Any answers? Why is it so? Why, as the mass is increasing, the speed is decreasing?
Greater mass requires greater force.
Wonderful, Nana. Greater mass requires greater force. Here we are not changing any force. Are we changing the force? No. It is 50 Newton and 50 Newton. Correct? So it requires more force to change the same rate of change of speed. As we are applying the constant forces, that is only 50 Newton, they are not able to change. Now the same simulation once again we'll go and see. So instead of 50 Newton, how much is the force applied? And instead of 50 Newton, let us apply 200 Newton and we will see what is happening to the change in speed. Is the speed increasing rapidly or slowly? Chalo. What happened, Nana? What is happening now? What is happening, beta?
It is increasing, sir.
The speed is increasing rapidly. Do you guys agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is how the force is affected with the change in mass. So now we have understood what is the relation between the acceleration and force. If the more force is applied, then what could be the acceleration of the body? The acceleration is also more. If more mass is applied, and you need to have more force to change its acceleration. So the overall relation is F is always directly proportional to acceleration and force is again directly proportional to mass. For more masses you need to apply more force. For gaining more acceleration, again you need to apply more force. Clear? Now we'll try
Yes,
to
sir.
do a small quick quiz to understand how this change in force and acceleration is involved. Let us start with yesterday's questions as well. 1 second, Anna. Yeah. Yes, any answers? Frictional force. Okay, one second, Anna. Yeah, we'll start from here. Why do we lose our balance after a sudden push? Any answers for this? What is the correct answer? Is it due
Option
to
B.
inertia?
Good inertia, sir.
Correct? Why is it so? We lose our balance after a sudden push. The reason is our legs are in still contact with the floor, but our body is trying to move. Correct? Our legs are in contact with the floor. The floor is not moving. Our legs also doesn't want to move. That is inertia of rest. Let us see the answer. The answer is correct. It is due to inertia. We'll go to the next question. There are two objects A and B whose masses are 8 kg and 32 kg. What could be the possible correct answer, Nana? Will they both have same inertia? Will they both have same inertia?
No, sir.
What could be the correct answer then?
B has more inertia.
B has
He
more
has more
inertia.
inertia than
The
A.
B has, what is the reason, Nana? Yesterday also we have discussed about it. What is the reason?
Mass is greater than inertia is also
Yes.
greater.
We have clearly understood this important point that mass is the measure of inertia, which means if mass is greater, the inertia will also be greater. And we have understood the same from the train and lorry examples. Correct? The train mass is more compared to the lorry. The lorry guy, if he apply the brake, he will be stopping within 2 or 3 meters before. But the train, it needs to at least travel 100 meters, then only it will stop. Correct? So the correct answer will be Bombay, and let us check. So the correct answer is Bombay. The reason is it is having more mass. One more. Yes, sir. What kind of inertia is it? The tendency of the object to remain in the state of motion or to remain at rest is known as
Yes.
inertia. This is a simple question. We'll go to the another one. Yes. Shall we do this?
A is equal to F divided by m, where A is the acceleration, F is the force, and m is the mass. To determine the force, the equation can be written as F is equal to ma, or m is equal to F divided by A to determine the mass. The unit of force is Newton, N, equivalent to 1 kg per meter per second squared. Consider a wooden block weighing 5 kg, a little over 11 pounds. If we were to tie a rope around the block and with one hand pull it across the table with a force of 10 N, the block will accelerate in the direction of the force. Using the equation A is equal to F divided by m, we can calculate the acceleration. In this case, the acceleration would be 2 meters per second square. If we were to pull the rope with both hands, the force will be doubled to 20 N. In this case, the acceleration will also be doubled, 4 meters per second square. This helps us see that acceleration is directly proportional to the force applied. Let's tie an identical wooden block to our original one. The mass, now 10 kg, has been doubled. If we were to again pull with one hand, that is 10 N force, the acceleration will be 1 meter per second square. In other words, twice as much mass will yield half acceleration when force is constant. If we were to again pull with two hands, that is 20 N force, the acceleration will be 2 meters per second square. In other words, twice as much force applied on twice as much mass will yield the same acceleration as pulling half as much mass with half as much force.
Yes. Shall we do this?
Yes.
How much? So we saw the force. What is the formula for force?
M into
First M, yes.
F is
Mass
equals
in-
to m into A. That is what we saw just now. So the force here, how much is the force they have given? 1500, and the mass is 50. Will you guys quickly solve this and send me the WhatsApp pics? Try to solve them and send the WhatsApp pics, Nana.
How, sir?
Now try to solve them and send the WhatsApp pics. Once I am done with the corrections, I'll respond with the back. But tell me the answer. Solve it. Let me also do along with you guys. First I want you guys to do, then I'll do.
30, sir.
30 meter per second.
30
Meter per
meters per
second
second.
Square.
Let me
Square,
check
sir.
first and I'll solve. The answer is correct. It is 30 meters per second. We'll try to see why is it 30 meters per second. 1 second, sir. So they have given the mass. Mass is how much, Nana? Mass has given 50 kg, and the net force acting on it is how much, beta? It is 1500 Newton. We know that force is equals to mass into acceleration. So here the force is 1500 Newton, the mass is 50 kg, and we need to find the acceleration. So the acceleration is simply 1500 by 50. By solving this, you are getting 30 meters per second square. So that is how we have understood in today's class regarding the force. Once again, I want to quickly recapitulate whatever we have understood now. Okay? Now, let me ask you basic questions. So, if force increases, what will happen to the acceleration? Will it increase or decrease?
Increase.
Obviously, as force is directly proportional to acceleration, if the force is increasing, the acceleration of the body will also increase. And if the mass is increasing, what is happening to the force, Nana? the force could not give the same speeds or same acceleration with the initial mass m1. Now when I add a few more masses, so I need to apply more force, correct? So if the mass is increasing, you need to apply more force to maintain same accelerations. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
So that's what we have understood in today's class regarding the force. Force is equals to mass into acceleration. This is a formula that we saw, and we understood how the force is affecting the acceleration as well as mass. Okay, Nana, again in tomorrow's class we'll try to understand how the net force is still can be zero and the body is moving. Okay, the net force can be zero but still the body can move. Then how is it possible, sir? Is it possible or not possible? We'll decode that in tomorrow's session. That's it for today. We'll meet again tomorrow. Try send the pics, Nana. Send the answer pics. I'll try to solve them, and if there are any mistakes, I'll tell you. I'll correct you, Nana. Okay?
Sir, can you give me your number, sir?
I'll give beta. Chalo.